morning, everybody. I'm just kidding. Yeah, he's not a Packers fan, but
let me go ahead and put this.
We ain't trying to confuse anybody.
Go ahead, look at this real quick. Look at it. You see it?
Y'all, I know you guys probably.
For those that know, no.
Yeah, last podcast we talked about how nervous we were for this rival game. Guess what,
guys? First of all,
guess what?
Welcome back to another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said with your host Jay and
Gabbie.
Yo, what a week it has been. Stress.
Such a busy week.
Super stressful. It was busy. It was hard. Blood, sweat, and tears. Maybe not no blood, but sweat and tears for sure.
Man, I'm talking about like Nevaeh's sick. Jeremiah and Nevaeh have also practiced. I mean, she only was able to go to one practice, couldn't go Thursday because she was sick. I had to pick her because she threw up at school. Jeremiah literally has practice like practically every day of the week. That, you know, in between being a wife and a mom, like having to have dinner ready, mind you, you're busy also working all week. Today's one of the most busiest days. We're knocking off this podcast to talk to y'all, chat with y'all, update you guys. But also right after this, we got to film 2 brand deals. Boom.
On top of that, I need to watch my Falcons.
Yeah, you know what this man said? We got to work and it's football Sunday. Boy,
when I was like, she said we got 2 campaigns to do. I said, what?
He knows.
Bruh, what?
He knew. Only thing is that he just didn't process his head like.
Yeah, it didn't process that it was a Sunday and it was the first Sunday of the NFL season starting.
But we like to film on the weekends, like especially Sundays, because
you might just gonna have to wait till 3:00 though.
No, lighting.
Lighting is popping at 3:00.
Jay, be quiet.
Anyways, guys, I was on here. I don't want y'all to get confused because this is not my NFL team, okay? Yeah. I coach. For those that don't know, I do coach youth football here in Clarksville, Tennessee, and this is my team. I got the Packers. So that is why I'm wearing it, because right now we are 3-0, baby. 3-0. We run the division. Again, I'm not being cocky.
We just have to make that known because there is a lot of people in the league that has a big head with this whole like football thing. And I know it's like all fun competition. But
honestly, it's football. It's competitive. It's a competitive sport. When football season is here, I'm very competitive. Like very.
You guys should have seen how the boys looked from first game till now. Like Jay literally came up to me. He's like, Gabbie, I don't know how these boys are gonna play. He's like, they don't look good right now. That was like the first practice he had with them. I said, give it some time.
And this was just like my honest opinion. And I was like, I'm not gonna back down from no challenge. Of course, I said what I said. I said, yeah, man, these boys did. And I'm gonna say it on the banquet too. I'm gonna say, hey, yo, these boys, I had doubts. I'm not gonna lie, but it was. I want to say it's the coaching and the determination of everybody, not just myself.
Y'all have those boys so disciplined too.
Of getting them right, you know what I mean? These guys they're incredible, man. I love this group of boys right here. And I don't know what my future plans are. But I would love to see this group right here, you know, prosper. Cause man,
and that's kind of like what is hard right now, because you guys, like, this is kind of his. Like, he has coached before by helping as being an assistant and stuff. And low-key, like, he still is an assistant this year, but he kind of is he still is kind of taking over. You would think he's the main coach, but it's because the head coach lets Jay practically do all the plays and, like, you know.
Well, it's just offense, defense, you know, whenever our defensive guy
yeah,
is
but,
not
like,
out,
he makes you take over when it comes to practicing those boys, and he handles all, like, the big stuff, like the paperwork and all that extra stuff, which they all make an incredible team together.
All the stuff I don't want.
Yeah, and Jay doesn't want to do all that paperwork stuff because we are already busy ourselves. I mean, you guys can see we literally have 2 brand deals to film today, and this is just, like, a glimpse that, like, even though it's the weekend, it's really not. We still got to work 24/7, and I think that's a lot of things that you guys don't see. Like, we love to produce content and do content every single day, but like when you're doing this for fun, you also have work on top of it where you have to meet deadlines, and you have to do this, and then brands don't like a video that you make, they want you to refilm and reshooting. Like, And I know it probably is like, oh well, it's better than, and I totally get it. I understand.
Yeah.
We know there's harder jobs out there. It's
100%.
just doing all this with kids that like need your attention 24/7, man. Because I'm home every single day with them. So, and I love being a stay-at-home mom. And I know it would even be harder if we were to homeschool, but we'll get to that discussion in a little bit.
It's definitely
But I
fun.
think battling everything, and I see Jay like coaching and stuff, and he puts all his time in at work. And that's the thing too. He's not only coaching, he literally comes home and he doesn't get paid for this, in which he doesn't care about the pay. He comes home and does like extra work for this team, where I'm just like, oh my gosh, you would think he is getting paid for this, and he's not. He just like loves this, stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't know if
some of the guys, it's volunteer. It's volunteer coaching.
But you would think
me,
you're getting paid for the things you do.
For me, yes, it's volunteer coaching, but I'm trying to win.
So he goes above and beyond. He comes home, him and my dad over there coming up with new plays and printing out stuff and talking about football all night. When I tell you I'm tired, like sometimes I love hearing his stories. But when is it gonna stop?
No, it's not gonna. No, when football season's done.
Yeah.
You know that. Like,
all these wives understand. Like sometimes we just be like, shut up.
Football season's here. I go full mode. Like,
yeah. Well, now that we know that, but now that you're a coach, it's like,
it's double.
My God,
it's double.
like double the work. So it's like me and him are battling. I'm over here taking advantage of cheer practices. He's going to football practice. We separate throughout the week. Good thing I'm able to be at all of Jeremiah's games right now, because Nevaeh doesn't have competitions till December. And I know a lot of you are like, how do you guys juggle this? And I honestly, like I say a million times on here, I don't know how we do it. I am exhausted. Yes, I am very tired. Like today, if I had the choice, I would just sleep all day. Why do you think I literally drank so many margaritas last night?
I'm over here just trying to lay down. She's like, Jay, get up. We got to do a podcast. We got to do all this other stuff. Get up. I'm like, ugh. You didn't say one time, Jay, get up. We got to go watch the Falcon game.
No, babe.
Speaking of that.
I really could, like.
No disrespect, but y'all not my NFL team.
Oh, on top of that, y'all, we beat
Dirty Birds, baby.
We beat the Ravens yesterday, and the Ravens was our rival team for our team. So we won 18-6. And y'all, I feel like
that was the most intense game.
Oh my God. It was so intense.
Really intense.
Because they beat our boys last year in the championship by only 1 point. And hey, whatever. They still won the championship.
No. It was by 6. It was 6-0.
No, but like that was still one touchdown.
Yeah, one touchdown.
No, I'm not saying by 1-0. I'm talking about like one. I meant one touchdown.
The people looking in are gonna say by 1.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
One touchdown. So, okay, long story short, y'all. The reason why we were so nervous for this game and we were so hyped for it, like I even had the jitters, is because we know the other coaches from the other team. Obviously, Clarksville's really small, and knowing the other coaches and knowing what they were saying the whole time, like I literally made a whole video about it. Mm-hmm. They were talking so much crap, saying we're gonna beat your ass, we're gonna do that, like we're gonna come with it. They were like, they even was picking on Jay about it. Like
we was too. We was barking back at them.
You were, but we weren't that hard. We weren't saying we were gonna beat their ass. I think one thing that we talk shit back, but it's like
I think in my head I was saying I'm gonna beat your ass.
Yeah, but we don't like to say anything out loud. I feel like we don't want to jinx ourselves, and like we're just
that's the number one.
We're very
thing
like
we hate jinxing
last year
ourselves.
we jinxed ourselves.
Oh
we
my
literally
gosh.
told the Ravens whatever.
I said I'm coming into this season like with the most humblest shit.
Yeah,
ever.
you want to be humble.
I'm not fucking.
You don't want to be embarrassed because.
Yeah, I swear that shit's embarrassing.
Because we were embarrassed last year. Like we literally were like, we told them we're gonna beat them, and they beat us. Like
I think it was just like. And that's how football is. You can't just expect, because you beat them the first time that you can beat them again. No.
Yeah, so you just got to.
You got to have that mentality of keep staying consistent because football it's football. Like anything can happen. But we could have been up 18-6, right? But they could have in the fourth quarter scored all their touchdowns. That's why I wasn't
so like relaxed the whole game because I knew they could have came back.
That's how football is. It's intense,
and we're dealing with like 5 and 6 year olds. So it is a harder group to coach.
It's harder to get the boys. Oh man, 5-6 year olds is hard work.
It really
coaching.
is.
Like could you imagine teaching them in school? I could only imagine teaching them in school. So the teachers,
Yeah,
shout out
because
to y'all.
teaching them how to do plays
But
and like
yes,
all that. Oh my god.
And you know, some of the kids, you know, it mindset it's not 100% there. You know, of course they want to be in La La Land and do this and spin around during a play, and that's the stuff that you know you got to work and coach on and fix for the next game. But overall, man, 5 and 6 year olds, it's kind of fun once when you see that they're at a level where they don't know the game of football. It's their first time playing it, and then the fact that towards the end or middle season and towards the end they're progressing. It gives me the chills because it's like, what are they gonna do next year?
No, I'm telling you, because that team is not the same team that he saw in the very first game. Like
first day, first time going out there meeting and learning names. I was like, Gabbie, oh no.
Yeah.
I said, boy, I'm not even kidding. I think I have mostly
Starters.
All new people on my team.
That literally were new.
But I had four or five guys that were returning guys from last year, and the rest were new first time players. And
they are so good. Like it doesn't matter if you don't have no talent or anything. Like if you just have like a good coaching, good coaches that really like they value your time. I think it's so important too as a coach. Like some coaches just do it because they not all coaches do it because they love it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you really, really love what you do, like it's gonna show on the field. And I just feel like if you guys know Jay's love for football, like obviously he just doesn't stop talking about it. You guys will know that's why like his team is the way he is. And him and my dad, like my dad also helps him coach. My dad is so good with that age group. He literally always helped coaching those ages, like growing up and when we were little. He helped coach my cheerleading. He helped coach Jaden's team, Louis' football. Like he literally was so good. I was actually
surprised he actually was gonna did it.
Yeah, and
because Jaden was supposed to really be out there with me, you know, running the offense.
But I think everything worked out the way it was supposed to, because my dad was like, "Shoot, I'll do it," and I think my dad's doing it because it keeps him busy, and he's doing it with my husband, and him and my husband are like super close. So I think that's really cool to see both of them like so invested. Like I literally see both of them on the field screaming their veins out and like so invested in this damn freaking game. We're invested.
And here's the thing, like, you know, I hope the parents that are listening in, you know, when we're getting on your kids, it's how I came up. You know, I had coaches. I had great coaches, man. You know, they would yell at us, they'd get in our butt, and that was our fuel. That was the fuel to it. I loved when a coach got in my ass, because, you know, if you can't take constructive criticism as a kid, I learned that a long time ago. I'm
glad you did, because I learned it in cheer too. I wasn't around like soft coaches were like, "Oh my God, get down." No, if I literally fell from a stunt, my coach literally, because this was in competition cheer, she was less like, she said 3 miles. It was so hot outside. We went and ran 3 miles, guys. We were crying running, and we didn't even have water. I know it sounds like very crazy because she didn't give us water or whatever, but like the Gulf people were giving us water.
Honestly, like the strictness, the everything.
Oh my gosh.
It's a learning experience. It's a life lesson.
That's something I needed in my life, and she's not here no more because she died because of cancer. And I knew she had cancer when she was coaching us, but she was such, like, even though she was scary, she was such a good coach that I literally thank her till this day for doing all that, because it made me who I am. I'm not saying like,
and I bet you at the moment you were probably like,
I didn't. At the time, man. I hated her.
But now when you get older, you finally get to realize, man, my coach was that way for a reason.
Like it
pushed me because they saw something in you that you didn't even see in yourself at that time.
I didn't even think I could have made the team because I did tryouts, and that team was the hardest team to get on, and I was just like a starter. I literally didn't even, I knew how to do a back handspring, but it wasn't even the perfect back handspring, but I was still on that team, and they believed in me. And I was in 4th grade, guys, like doing this competition cheer, and it was crazy. It was so new and all that, but it shaped me to be the best cheerleader I was throughout all my years because of that coach. That coach shaped me to be who I am. And one day I would love to be a cheer coach. Like I see Jay's love for football. Oh yeah,
that would actually be freaking.
I think
fire.
I actually picture, and kid you freaking not, I picture you being a football coach at a high school, at Nevaeh Jeremiah's high school, and me being a cheer coach at the same high school as well.
That would be fucking great.
And I think that would be so freaking cool to do. I would love to coach one year. I just can't right now because obviously Jay's able to, because I handle all like the big stuff at home when it comes to, you know, working and stuff. Like I do all the editing. Obviously, I do all the.
I'm the actor.
Yeah. So I do all the hard stuff.
I want to be the actor. That's
yeah. I do all the hard stuff, and I maintain our social media platforms. I maintain all of our social media You're freaking nasty.
Yo, that sounded nasty.
Yeah. I maintain. You're so disgusting.
Sorry.
I maintain all of our social media platforms. I handle dinner at home.
Don't be playing me. I'll be cooking dinner once a year.
Once a year. When is
twice?
You haven't cooked this year, so your year.
Well, we need to get the
This man just wants to grill.
Yeah, man. I'm like, bro. When I cook, I want to be on the grill.
You're so dumb. But
and I need to build that damn. What is it called? The damn.
The
Blackstone.
Yeah, the Blackstone.
But I need to build my little thing in the back. But we ain't. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be here anymore. So. Like,
but yeah, guys. Like one day I'll cheer. I'll be a cheer coach. I would love to be a cheer coach. And you know, kind of like have all the skills that I learned over the years to like kind of bring it onto like my own team, and I think that would be so cool. And I see all the opportunities here to do it, but I'm just like, I
said the same excuses until I was like, fuck it, let me just go out there and do it, because I was supposed to be in coach. I was supposed to coach.
I just think I wouldn't have time to do the extra stuff. Like I have to. That's
what I was thinking about.
No,
for you,
for me it's different. I have to still maintain like the house. I have to make sure dinner's done. Like dinner, we're never gonna eat dinner again. Like if I'd be a coach, like we're literally.
What dinner?
Boy, don't play. I cook every week.
What dinner?
Okay, bet.
I'm just kidding.
Eat rocks today, please. Eat fucking rocks.
Why do I eat rocks?
Because you want to play me. I cook every week. Don't play. There'll be days that I don't. Like maybe like 2.
I was just kidding.
Like maybe
damn.
like 2-3 days.
She'd be like, hey, every time I like, hey, what's for dinner?
But I cook at least.
You better eat a leftover. And I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, because I make a lot
bitch.
to have left over the next day. Because we have sports and all, so we're like kind of like busy. I go to football, cheer practice. He goes to football, so it's like when he comes back, it's like sometimes we come back like at 7 to 8, and it's like okay,
it's like late.
It's late. So I'm like, you better eat them leftover. I made a lot of pasta yesterday, and mind you, I make the pasta.
We busted that hoe down.
I make the pasta from scratch, so it's like you better eat that.
You used to not make it from scratch.
I know I used to not, but I don't do that no more. I grown. I grew.
I think that just comes with age. Like
I think
when you
so.
get older, you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm just buy the shit from the store and just go off of that. And then when you get older, you're like, man, that shit nasty. I'm gonna make my own shit.
Yeah, like I love, dude. You guys, we bought pasta from Sam's, served it to the kids because I was like, oh, you know those like pre-dinner things, and like I heated it up. I even made bread with it. I gave it to Jeremiah, and he said, it's good, but where's your pasta? I thought it was your pasta. I said, what do you mean you thought it was my pasta? So he's basically saying like it wasn't that good. And I was like, wow. Like he's just like, no, mom, I want your pasta. I was like, I thought you were making yours. I was like, dang. So he knew because like the sauce wasn't saucing.
It was a little watery.
Yeah, it wasn't like that creamy.
No, but for real though, those coaches really do shape you. The hard ones really do shape you. And you know, some of these kids, they gotta be able to like take that constructive criticism, you know. And if they learn now at a young age, when they get older, and you know they're competing for a spot on a team, it's not, oh, it's okay, Johnny. It's okay that you fumbled the ball. It's okay. No, if you fumble the ball, a coach is supposed to get in your ass. It's you not. That's just something that is just football. You're not supposed to do that. Let's be real. But shit happens. It does happen. You know, you got to learn from it. Of course, I fumbled before, but hey, you learn from it. But no, you can't be those coaches that are like, you know, let shit slide. You miss practice. Oh, you think you're gonna play but you missed 2 days of practice.
Yeah. We had an incident
you gotta,
like that yesterday.
Well, you just gotta hold. Well, I mean, they still gotta play. At this level, they're gonna play, but. They get older,
but they gotta understand it was a very big game that we had yesterday. So it's like you know, it was a very, very big game where it's like we couldn't afford to put like our second string in like that, because when we did that, before, you know, obviously it gave the opportunity for the other team to even like score more and like I said, this age group, yes, you want all your kids, but also this is a competitive sport. This ain't no flag football where you play every freaking kid to satisfy the parent. Like, I feel like you just got to earn that spot. And
the thing is like, I used to be that little kid that sat on the sideline.
Jeremiah was like that
Jeremiah was like that. And you know, what I did to separate myself and for Jeremiah was, you know, I went out there and I worked on my game, you know. I did it all by myself. Like, my parents didn't tell me to go out there and go play, go run routes, go throw the ball. No, I went out there and I did it. I was setting that shit up, you know. And then so for my son, you know, to elevate his game, I just take him out there. You know, I ask him, hey, you want to go out there? And he'll say, yeah. And if he says yeah, bet. Say let's go.
And I know a lot of you guys probably see we really do invest our kids with sports. And I think it's just because, like, I'm so glad that we're doing it. Like, that's something we did as kids. Like, my mom, one thing about my mom, no matter how much we struggled or whatever, like, she always made sure we were in sports, all of us. And even though, like, every game was just, like, chaotic with all of our sports mixed together, she was still at every game. She invested in our time. She invested in our sports. And I think I'm so glad that I grew up like that because we were able to do that with our kids too. Jay didn't grow up like that where like he was in sports like since he was like little, maybe sixth grade.
I started in sixth grade,
but still late. Like, yeah. So he but still like his parents were like there at his games, but they weren't so like, oh, go do the extra practice like he just said, or go do this. Like even when you don't have practice.
They were very supportive of, you know, of course, signing me up, obviously, and taking me to my games and all that, and being there.
But like, of course, the extra work that you needed for football, because he was so good at football. Like, you guys don't understand. I wish you guys can see. Maybe we could like show you guys some highlights of Jay. I feel like he could have literally. I feel like he literally could have made it even big, and I still feel like he can even make it even more, like make it big with football. But he got a bad back, so it's not happening.
Look, honestly, I would say if I could lose like 20 more pounds or 10, 15, 20 pounds, get back in shape, I wouldn't say I'd play fucking football. I would play flag football, though.
Right.
It's a whole different, like, flag football and actual football is a different game. It's different. It's so super different. But I feel like for my body, I think it would last longer playing flag football just to keep it like non-contact. But because my back and my feet and my knees and my shoulders, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Also, too, we also want to like talk about before we head off. We also want to talk about like how the school sports and like not the school sports and homeschooling. I think now that they're making homeschooling where your kids can still play sports is a good thing, because we still are deciding if we want to homeschool our kids. Like you said, we're gonna even be more busy if they're at home.
I thought it was pretty cool seeing it, like experiencing it this year with Tatiana, because she's homeschooled and then she's still able to play for her middle school.
So seeing all that kind of pretty cool. Seeing that kind of makes us like, okay, like we could do it too, you know, with our kids at home.
Now, here's what I am questioning.
Oh my God.
Tatiana has straight A's, okay, right now. And the way she does her work, it's so crazy, because it's like she gets up, she goes and does her fucking work for about an hour or two, right? She gets it done quick, and then she's done. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
She's done and she on damn, Fortnite. And I'm like, bruh, and you was just...
And it's crazy how, like, they do so she does all courses back to back. And then, like, literally she's done within 2 hours. And mind you, she does have, like, extra curriculums that she has to do because they're technically supposed to be in for 4 hours. So she does get those 4 hours done by doing other outside activities and stuff like that. But she is done sooner with her schoolwork. And it's like our kids are literally in school all day. And honestly, you guys, like, I'm at the point where I think I literally would love for them to be homeschooled. School has just started and Nevaeh has flu A.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of...
I have a sore throat right now, and I'm like,
this is what's really crazy. We go the whole summer, no sicknesses, right? Like whatever, no sicknesses. We
Our
go to
kids
school.
are sick.
As soon as we go to school, bro,
bring all these germs and it sucks because like the school also requires like 5 doctor's notes and 5 personal notes, and for the whole school year. You go past that, they'll literally give you like a freaking truancy letter, like warning you your kid's missing too much school. But I remember I got a truancy letter when Nevaeh was in kindergarten. Mind you, my kids were so, I think that was like the year where my kids stayed in the urgent clinic constantly from being sick, and every time they were sick, I kept them home. I'm just that parent. I keep my kids home when they're sick. I don't like them spreading germs, but obviously they don't care about it. These other parents don't care about it. They'll still put their kids, but obviously we don't have no choice but to make our kids still go to school because they want you still in school. And if you have a fever, that's when they'll let you go. They want you in school, even if you have a cough or whatever, to spread all those germs, because you'll literally get in trouble by the school freaking board about your kid missing all these days. But it's like, can you blame me for keeping my kid home so they won't get other kids sick? But obviously they want other kids to keep getting sick. So I'm just like, and then the urgent clinic said that the other day. They were like, well, it doesn't help that these schools allow freaking kids to be in school while they're sick, because they will only send you home if you have a fever.
I'm really trying to remember back in the day, like when I was going to school. Maybe it's just my memory's foggy. I just don't remember getting as sick as much.
I think it's like
school.
No, I feel like I got sick here and there, but it was never as often as our kids now. Like our kids, mind you, we give them vitamins every day. We give them the elderberry. Yes, we do all the extra stuff and like get their vitamin C up. But I'm telling you, we do all that stuff and they still get sick.
Yeah, that's why. Did you see my story? And I said it was fall season. Yeah, and you're decorating and you're putting
that's
the damn
us.
Different
we have our whole
out.
Medicine thing right now.
Yo, we have a whole medicine. Yeah, in the little thing.
It's all their medicines. Their cough medicine. Their Zyrtec.
Yo, it's there every day, and it's like, bro.
So yeah, we still are like kind of like, it's worth it if we just keep them at home, and we're still deciding.
I keep seeing all the school shootings.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to the people that lost their lives in Georgia.
I couldn't imagine getting a phone call saying there was a school shooting at your kid's school. So I can't imagine how those.
And it's like at that
prayers
point,
to all the parents,
right? And it's like at that point, what do you do as the parent? Like,
and then sometimes they don't release the kid.
My mindset would be, oh hell no, I'm going to get my shit. I want to go to I want to go get my fucking kid. And that's my mindset, and I'm pretty sure that's a lot of dad mindsets. But it's like you can't even fucking really. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if there's an active shooter in that bitch, I'm going in. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in.
I think I would be so sick, and I think that's what sucks. And I'm thinking about that is like you feel so happy. I know as parents, like you probably feel so helpless. Like you're just like, oh my gosh, like what do I do? And like you feel so helpless. I'm sure you feel sick to the stomach knowing that your kid is in a freaking school with an active shooter. And I can't imagine how scared those kids are. And I don't ever want my kids to go through that. And knowing how like not protected these schools are, which they should be protected. Like people, like they said, there was this, you're so disgusting. There's this saying that they said that they protect banks more than schools, and it's sad.
I did see that.
I saw that like kids are worth more than like money. And it's so true. Like they should protect these schools even better. I know in Texas they have like people standing outside with a gun and all that.
Honestly, they really should have metal detectors at every school. I mean, let's just be real.
But you can't. Yeah, they can have metal detectors all day. Yeah, that is true.
No,
they should
at
have
every entrance of the door.
But there is some people that will just barge in and go crazy. Like even if there's a metal detector.
Technically,
so that's what I'm saying. But yes, metal detectors should be a must. There should be guards outside the schools. Like these schools should be guarded up like crazy. And I think that's why we're either thinking about private school or homeschooling. Yeah, I think Nevaeh is leaning towards homeschooling. Like she's been saying she wants to do it, and I'm just like, when we move, we'll probably decide, and we'll have a little area for them with their computers and all that. But the only difference is that even if they get done sooner, you still gonna be doing extracurriculum stuff outside.
You want to play Fortnite? What?
No, we ain't doing that.
No, let's go learn outside. We'll go count the flowers.
We'll go to the zoo. We'll go do other things. We'll do activities with them.
We'll do school outside today.
Yeah, we're very, like I said, you guys, we literally put our kids first throughout everything. And you guys see how we are. I don't know, like we make a dope team, and I think we just like. I think we do this.
Yeah, we make a dope team, but you keep wearing that cowboy shit.
Yep. Sure do.
Speaking of that, we are going to the Falcons and Cowboys game this year,
we're gonna
guys.
whip your ass.
Hell no. Y'all playing
Whoop
us
yo
at home.
ass.
We're playing us in Mercedes-Benz, Atlanta, Georgia, baby. I just hope we win. Because I promise you, if we lose to y'all, I ain't gonna hear the end of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole family finna be in my ass. Like, I'm not finna, nah.
Period.
Nah. Y'all coming to our town, we finna bust that ass.
Period.
I'm finna bust my dad's team's ass today, the Steelers. You know what I'm saying?
Period.
He finna get this text message after the game and be like, yeah, eat that, yeah.
You're stupid.
But with that being said, guys, hey, I appreciate y'all for coming in on this wonderful, what is it?
Sunday.
It's Sunday for us. But you guys are going to be listening to this on Tuesday, so make sure y'all stay tuned. This is another episode of Mom Said, Dad Said. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye.